Welcome back to Life Lessons with Sheila. Welcome to the first sit down and chat with me video that I have done in a very long time. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new here, stick around and see if you like what you see. And if you do, I would be so honored if you would smash that thumbs up. And if you enjoyed devotionals that make you think about your own life and relationship with Christ, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do share many different things on my channel, and there are lots more new things coming in the future. So be sure to hit that bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a video or go live, share a short, or a community post. Some are funnies to bring out the humor, others are motivational quotes that I personally have found motivation from, while others may spotlight a video that I have on my channel, or a book that I have written, or a product that I am enjoying on Amazon. All that to say hello. Today I just really felt led to come and just chit chat a bit, catch you up on what is going on around here with my kids, myself, and life in general. It never fails as it gets closer and closer to my birthday. I begin to reflect on the year prior. While I'm not 100% back to my normal healthy self before COVID, I am recovering much better. In fact, it was 2 years ago that my real battle began. The point where my O2 stats had dipped into the mid-80s. That is what triggered me to call the ambulance. The day Joel got released, I went in. Ironically, really. For those who don't know about your O2 stats, healthy oximeter values often range from 95 to 100. If the saturation drops below 85, it can affect the brain, which is what happened to me. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. That was found in Proverbs 17:22. Yes, I'm going to throw scriptures at you too, because that is who I am, and that's how I find my truth and my sustainability. People say, oh, you had COVID. Yes, I did have COVID, like many other people, but I had a very extreme case. So much so that I coded, had to be intubated, was in ICU, sedated for weeks. Then I was sent to a regular room, and eventually when I woke up and remembered, had a trachea put in. I had physical therapy come in and start to work with me. I had to undergo many of the same questions to see if any of my memory had come back. You know, the what is your name, your birthday, who is the president, which I always laughed at. Do you know what day it is? That one I failed many times because, let's face it, when you have any brain trauma to your brain, things are foggy. Being in a room all day and night with low lights, I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what day was what. Then they decided they would transfer me to another long-term rehabilitation wing at another hospital, where I spent another 3 weeks or so. Then came homecoming day. I was so glad to be home. I thought, yay, I would be normal again soon. Nope. Instead, within a few days, I fell, and as a result of that fall, I had a seizure. Wanting to go full speed with a body that was slowed down and not moving appropriately on its own does not mix well. Well, that sent me back to the hospital for another week and tons of neuro testing, which never showed anything. I finally figured out yesterday what my issue is. Functional Neurological Disorder, FND. It's a medical condition that affects how the brain and body send and receive signals. It's not caused by a structural disease like multiple sclerosis or stroke, so it's not seen on test. People with FND may experience difficulty moving, feeling slowed down, not being able to move a part of their body or grip with a hand, limbs not doing what they want them to, and involuntary movements like twitches or tremors. I have 4 out of 5 of those symptoms, but thankfully with time they are getting better. I am learning coping strategies and ways to rehabilitate those connections in my brain so they are functioning back at the normal rate they were. Did you know that emotional stress is one of the causes of FND? If the trauma is repeated, emotions may be downgraded so that we feel numb and emotionless. This is a protective response to the trauma, and the effect may last for a long time, sometimes years. Gradually, however, the emotions may return. Sometimes it is the emotions that return that people start to develop FND. I believe mine started when Joel was diagnosed with cancer. As the one who held our family together, I allowed myself to fall apart inside, not knowing what life would throw our way, which indeed weakened my immune system. And with one of our twins working at a local water park that summer, he was asymptomatic for COVID, which then presented itself in our home. 3 out of 4 of us came down with COVID, including my husband, who had lung cancer at the time. The Lord sustains them on their sick bed and restores them from their bed of illness. That is found in Psalm 41:3. All that to say, I finally am on the road to recovery. I have been, but I internally knowingly am making progress that one cannot see on the outside. And to have an answer finally to what is wrong with me, when no test shows anything, makes me feel validated. I know that when I go to the doctor the next time, I'm going to talk to him, if I'm still struggling with my walking movements, to advise me to a physiotherapist to work on the structural fractions that I'm still seeing in my day-to-day function. But I've always said time is a healer of all things, and I firmly believe that I will be 100% healed in a very short time. I can say that I am dealing with my emotions a whole lot better than I did then. I think knowing I don't have to be the glue that holds my family together is freeing, and not a new concept to me. I spoke on it in a past video before. I'll try to link it up above if I can find it. As a mom, you have a natural desire to bear the burden of holding your family together. But I realize I don't have that worry. Our family is tightly knit and thrive as a healthy unit. O Lord my God, I cried to you for help, and you restored my health. That is found in Psalm 32. Speaking of family, my kids are doing great. I don't care how old they get, they will always be my kids. What am I supposed to call them? My young adults? That just sounds weird. But they are all thriving in their careers. My daughter has a small custom shop that she owns and is growing ever so quickly. Her husband has been promoted in his career a couple times, I think. And their daughter, my grandbaby, is healthy as can be and growing into a beautiful little girl. I can't believe she'll be 2 very soon. I'm very blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. While I'm writing from home, I've been slowly getting products ready to be released in an online shop. I'm very excited to share that with you all very soon. I have decided it is time for me to be who I've always wanted to be, a speaker, a writer, an encouragement to everyone I can be. I truly feel that is where God is leading me, and I'm ever so happy to be able to pursue those dreams. I do have one book in the works. It is mostly written, it just needs formatting and a few tidbits added here and there, but I'm really excited to start writing a fictional novel again. That I plan on taking you along the whole journey, maybe even throwing up some polls for you to vote in so that you can maybe gain some interest in my craft. I know I have some writing friends, but most of them are no longer on YouTube. I may never know the why I went through what I did, but I do know one thing. I serve a sovereign God, and one that isn't done with me yet. Otherwise, I would not have been resuscitated 2 years ago. And all I can do is thank God for keeping me alive. While I've had to learn many new things and coping mechanisms, He has never left my side, nor has my family and friends. For that, I am blessed. And with that, I bid you all a fond farewell. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and a great Friday. Bye.